We're live with Matt, CEO of Starship, and we have a special guest, all impulsive impromptu moment for Funky Monkey Frat House.
Yes, yes.
So we have a
So
lot of info on that, but before we get into the whole thing, and some teasers, by the way, I know a lot of people have been asking for that. We got to hit you with the disclaimer. So we'll be back in a bit, but stay tuned for some legit FOMO action because I'm hearing sellouts, metaverse, all kinds of stuff. So we're going to get into that. So see you guys in a bit. All right, Matt, we're back. So, man, what's happening today? We've got like there's a lot of stuff happening in the background. We were supposed to go live around 10. We're an hour late. We've got some
yeah, so,
personal, interesting stuff. Again, if you don't want to make it public, that's good. It's up to you.
so one of the main people that I have to meet with for the exchange, I could only meet him right when the show was coming on, so I had to do that. My wife's water broke at the same exact time.
I was gonna say that's more important than the exchange, but okay.
And well, I need to launch this, especially before the baby comes. Which now it's like 24 hours, but there is some things that people have been waiting for. One of those things is a mobile compatible game. Obviously the desktop compatibility, but we're going to start launching space stations. So one of our partners today is coming on the show, and they're going to be our first space station launch after the redevelopment of our front end. So
yeah, what's this thing about space stations? I think we need to talk a little bit too after this.
yeah.
Maybe.
Which yours needs to launch too, right? Right, Jason?
Oh, I have one? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, we got to talk about that. So
okay, interesting. All right, so it looks like we have two special guests today, and again, this is Funk. I just like pronouncing this. So I got to stare at the screen. It's like it's a name mix-up. So Funky Monkey Frat House. All right, so we've got Arajo here as well as Mike. So let me bring them on. Good morning, everybody. How are you?
Good morning. I'm well. I'm here. I'm
morning.
ready.
Hey guys. So I'm just gonna pull up for those that aren't familiar. Discord honestly kind of like booted me out, but I've got your Twitter here.
Right
I'll pull up the site as well. So just give us a brief introduction because I have some information. Again, your space station is going to be going live soon. I have the dates. So while you guys are talking, I'll pull it up. But tell us a little bit about your project, the whole NFT aspect of it. And I'm sure I personally want to hear the community part because that's what this is all kind of about, right?
Jordan, I'm going to let you go ahead. I need to drink some of this first.
Oh, the planning level is on maximum here. All right,
so hey, this is why we do the live shows. This is the pure content. This is how
absolutely. This is when all the training pays off. So
just tell us about Funky Monkey Frat House. What is this about?
Perfect. Funky Monkey Frat House, founded by 30-year comic vet artist Mike S. Miller over there. He's done Marvel, he's done DC, he's done work for Game of Thrones, he's done G.I. Joes and Transformers. So he's got art credentials, he's shown up, he's submitted and got the art out the door for over 30 years. So he's a doxed person. I got into the project because I was curious about NFTs. I was looking around and I saw that Mike was doing this toga party and doing this artist incubator for other Marvel artists that he's worked with in the past, other DC artists and other comic artists he's worked with in the past. Basically, for years, artists have gotten, perhaps we could say, a short end of a stick when it comes to the work that they do and the art that they do for big names. And NFTs allow artists to really connect with the communities in a new way. And so Funky Monkey Frat House is that for Mike and the other art monkeys. We have toga monkeys. We have Greek monkeys. In the future, there will be pirates. This is the core collection. Right now, Greek monkeys are going for 0.0777 ETH. Now, One fun thing that ties into Starship is that the whole frat collection here splits 25% of our Starship's collected kyanite.
Okay.
Now, another collection is the Space Monkeys. Now, we did a specific 200 Space Monkey collection. You can see them behind Mike there. They're on OpenSea.
Okay.
That's the logo for the Funky Monkey Space Force, which is a community we developed. We have our own little Discord channel within our Discord where we have our strategy.
Come on, you don't have a little Discord. I have to on my phone because again the browser didn't connect me. But you guys have.
We have a few different channels. I like organization. So
I'm trying to get the group. So you guys have almost 7,000 in there.
Yeah, this also includes
it's a big community.
This also includes Mike's Blacklist Universe, because where he does live drawing events on YouTube and things like that. So
Mike,
we have
doing a live drawing. We got to get you on the show too. We'll both connect on that. I like it.
For sure, man.
All right, but so just also to back up a bit, you guys are live. This is an existing project. I think you guys been around for over a year now. Sorry, this isn't we're not talking about pre-sales or anything like that. Like it's available.
It's been around for about 4 months, 5 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
We have a huge utility map that I put together because the project itself has a number of different collections. So this is the main frat collection. We have the Genesis custom collection, which are one-offs that are drawn by Mike or other top artists, where you get to pick, maybe you want something that looks like Deadpool, or do you want something that looks like Wolverine in a monkey form? So my personal PFP was drawn by comic artist Ben Herrera, who Mike's known for many years. Mm-hmm. He's done the art for the new Cyber Hornets comic that's dropping for that NFT collection. So basically elevating all the art, and you can get a piece of it by getting a Genesis custom monkey, which is a great PFP, but also has crazy utility, including 5% from the space station kyanite collected. So we've kind of woven a lot of utility from Starship into and through the different elements of our collection, because the main thing, if you get one thing from the frat house, is hashtag NFTs you hodl. That we're building this as a project that it's not about the flip, it's about getting stuff that's giving you value long term. So everything that we generate and we create adds value to the holders that are part of our community. And everyone says this, but no, we have a great community. We have one of the best communities in Discord. We love it. We're hanging out there all the time. We answer questions. We help out each other. There's mad memes and GIFs and all that.
Well, I see the connection definitely with that into Starship. I mean, everybody get there. I mean, the project's live as well. That's a huge disconnect sometimes. A lot of times, projects just don't go live or don't accomplish what they say they're going to be doing. So that's a huge plus. But every single time, whenever I go live, I have to give credit to the Starship community. I mean, as Matt knows, everybody's energetic, they're supportive. So it's good to see that across within your project as well. I always say,
most importantly, our partners in our community have been very patient with us, and thank you for that. We appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. That's very common in video games. I mean, even when companies will invest millions of dollars into a game and then it just never comes out.
Yeah, very true. It's
I worked for a company where we worked on a couple games that shouldn't have come out.
Oh, as you know, it's also the technical aspect. There's so many, and we'll just keep it for crypto specific, but there's so many projects that are saying they're coming out with their own games when they know damn well it's going to take a year or 2 years to actually develop, right? This isn't something you could just make within a month. At least like a legit game.
Even our secondary game, Starship Universe, that game was in development before we even existed. It took 2 to 3 years to develop that game. So it was just a matter of reskinning it. But we'll keep the topic on Starship NFT today. So.
Yep.
I'm excited about that game too.
How else is this collaboration being connected? So you guys are getting your own space station. The information. So this is happening relatively soon. So this is happening on the 21st.
Yeah, Monday, right?
So So Tuesday night, you guys are actually having a test server open for the entire community Tuesday next week.
I'll
Is
let
it next
Matt
week?
speak to this.
Yeah.
it
So
I believe it's next week.
okay, I literally just had a conversation with them like 3 days ago. I thought they were going to launch at the end of this week, but if
It's
they're saying
gonna
the end of
it's
Okay.
gonna be Monday on the 21st.
Okay.
Is what Grandpa told me, and so
And Planet sales will start Saturday. I'll put the information in the description so you guys are looking at dates and all this stuff. And if we are saying this wrong, we'll have the exact info there. Put it that way.
Right.
I was looking forward to Friday, but yeah, we can
I
do
know.
Monday. I'm good with that.
hey, I like Friday too, but I heard
It gives us more time to prepare.
Yes,
Yeah.
we have lots of time to prepare.
Yeah.
We have some giveaways and things we're going to do as well, but I can talk about that later if you'd like.
No, I love that.
I like giveaways. That's my thing right there. I love it. As long as you also actually give the item or whatever it is away, because I've seen that on the flip side. So many people that say we got giveaways, and you're like, who won this? That's dead.
Oh yeah,
Talks about that.
I'm always tracking and hunting those things down.
Yeah, that's the fun part. All right, I want to give. This is actually a cool time. So I want to give myself a little bit of a plug. So Matt, we've kind of talked about Beyond FOMO, kind of upgrading. And I want to give you guys a little glimpse as to what I've been working on. So this is still the rough draft. I just kept getting DMs asking about this. I'll do a quick screen share, but I've got Funky Monkey on there as well. So I'll show you this. So we're all aware of basic sites that track projects, right? So we got CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap, and the site that I'm building out, aside from the new logo design and different theme, really involves the community, but then also going towards the actual learning process and the educational aspect within the crypto space. So right now I just have the basic list out so we can start getting projects as well as NFTs, by the way, to start getting added, right? So we already got you there. We could have featured regular listings, but this is, again, it's centered around the community. So we're going to have voting, we're going to have competitions, and for these actual very moments. So when I decide to go live, I get to actually now leverage my platform, right? So I can actually go onto beyondfomo.com, which is not up right now. So if you go there, you're going to see maintenance. But when I do go live, I can actually start seeing the engagement rate of all these communities. So I can actually come here and say, okay, what are the top trending NFTs based on my platform? And then I'll talk about them live, like right as everything is happening, we could see it.
Nice.
And now the information within, so I'm going to start adding like the ground floor price, and other options as well.
Now, Jason, real quick, how many times do you go live a week?
With this, I'm going to be going probably like twice a day after this is up. That's why I'm really getting ready to knock this out.
So that means all of our communities could, fight for the top spot, right?
Very true. And I know Starship, we're going to have some nice banner placements. We could have, so when the space version of the monkeys come out, we could put the ads up. We could get those up and running to start promoting them. But the big thing around all this really comes down to, again, the educational approach. I want people to know how to actually get the token. So we could go onto your site and, somebody might say, right, this project has 1,000 votes. I want to go check this out. But then they're at this screen. And if they've never been involved in crypto, like, what do you do? Right? So I'm going to have all those steps laid out, nice and neat. And I can even do them for specific projects. So I can say, here's how to actually get Funky Monkey Frat House on that actual page. Have the video embedded on your specific profile page.
Nice.
So almost there. Almost.
Yeah.
There's
That's a good point. The learning
back
curve
end.
for bringing new people on, onboarding people into NFTs is, it's a lot of like, what the hell is MetaMask?
Yep. Well, I think also there's so many people that, and I love them. So CoinGecko, when it comes down to stats and numbers, they're on point all the time. Like, you can't deny that. But the issue is when you go there, just do it now. It's always just the high market cap projects, which then again, you could go into categories, you can look for trending, but these are all the high caps. We want to know about the gems. but the true gems before they actually go live, as well as NFTs, because that's literally the best time to get into it. And the
Yeah.
only way that you know about these is through overall like community involvement. So the stronger your community at the very start, the stronger it will be as you guys grow.
Yeah.
So probably towards the end of this week, I could open it up. And
That's
have
very fun. There's a lot of things that you're going to be able to do with that. That's
Well, another thing I
very
forgot to add
curious.
is I got to add the exchange section, Sexy Finance. That'll be in there, so users can write the reviews on exchanges. And I might be poking the bear on this one, so I'm gonna take this off. But I might add a whole table there and other information on other. I'll say the word influencers.
Mm,
I don't consider. And I'll
I'd
say
love
this,
that
but
one.
I do not consider myself an influencer. Again, I want to be like an educator. But go onto the site, you could start giving your review on other Twitter handles.
That's
I
a good
think-
idea
How do you
because
feel?
Yeah.
we spent hundreds of thousands on influencers that had zero impact. It was just like a little bump in the road. So
Well, yeah,
I'd
dude,
love
we
to
see
see
it all the
that.
time. This guy, you'll have people that come out and say, "Look, we'll help you grow." So both projects. So your NFT project, we're going to help you grow. We're going to get you 1,000 people in your group, all bots.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'd rather have one real person that actually buys into the project than thousands of fake people that do absolutely nothing. Just
Mhm.
There's so many metrics. There's so many people out in the space. It's the wild, wild west right now in terms of like these like crypto influencers and NFT influencers, and everyone's just like throwing money and doing all this stuff. That having some organized structure and someone who filter through that's a huge resource. And I think it would also be fascinating to show the back testing on strategies on different influencers and what their actual impact has been. Like, oh my gosh, that's a little fun, a little
I'm getting
feisty.
there. I'm getting there. It's gonna. I have some interesting, like you said, I have the metrics ready for it. Just I want to see how far I can push it.
And it's a great asset.
Surprisingly, when you go to pay an influencer, they don't show you the metrics. They're just like, we have this many people subscribe to us, and this is the price. But if I get any other type of marketing, they're like, oh, we had this many clicks and this many engagements and this many comments and likes. So,
fake.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
marketing in this space is a particular sort of conundrum because it's like you can get onto an influencer show and they can do a great spot on your piece and it will have no movement, and it's not their fault. It's the people that are buying NFTs. I think they care more about community than they do about just, oh, I heard about this new project, or it's really, really kind of hard to understand because I had a fantastic spot on BitBoy Crypto and it didn't move the needle at all. And I was like, what is the deal? It's like, this was a fantastic spot. These guys know me, but you have an influencer like that Fortnite guy, and he comes out and he promotes his own NFT, boom, sells out, right? 10,000 units. So it's the as an influencer, you can move your own stuff. You can move something that your audience is genuinely believes that you're involved with, but they can smell when something's a paid promo, like a fart in an elevator, man.
It's multifactorial, and it needs, there's trust, there's authenticity, there's market fit, there's, if you're marketing, if it's the right audience. And a lot of people build things in janky half-butt kind of ways. And I think that's the need in this space for professional marketing plans, professional behavior. And I think that's what we're going to see in this next phase of projects that are developing and launching. And that's what we're putting together. That's what you're putting together. And, we can all join the communities that are providing information, that are giving you the skills. And everyone chases the hype. Everyone chases speculation, and they all want quick gains. But
That's so funny,
life, there are some very successful, like quick day traders, but most people lose their shirt. And people who, it's not just a quick, easy lottery ticket, except for the one person who wins the lottery. But everyone else, you got no shirt.
So Mike, definitely one thing that I want to just reiterate based on just what you said and just looking even at like your background. So background is in like actual image. But yeah, being genuine, right? I mean, there's so many. So Matt knows about the crypto aspect, so crypto projects, tokens, coins, whatever, and you see those pop on and off daily, right? There's thousands of those. And then when this NFT craze came around, all of a sudden now people were stealing other people's content, right? Different images, launching this random stuff. It was more again, and I hate to say the word, it wasn't even about being an artist. It was just actually money grab, for lack of better words. That's all that it was. Looking at your
and
project,
now a lot of people are sitting. A lot of people are sitting around with an empty bag, and they see their influencer who sold them something. I don't know if you guys watch CopyZilla, but he's been going off on the Paul brothers. But you know, their community, they get drained, and their influence, it just, they don't have influence afterwards. So.
Your reputation is everything, and they basically just destroyed it. That's a one shot.
Well, that's the thing. When you build trust and you attach your name to it, which is honest, like if you're showing, like so many people, there's a lot of people that build fake trust in a non-doxed project that then will rug, and then they'll go and flip things, and then they'll throw up their fake Instagram account and their fake LinkedIn account and all that, and they're like, new project. And it's like, no, you need to build, you need to put in the road work, you need to put in the time, you need to show up. And you need to say, this is what we're doing, this is what we're going to do, and you're going to work towards it. And when mistakes happen, that's normal. When there's delays, that happens. But you're like, we got delayed because life happened, and this is what we're going to do, and this is how we recover, and this is how we keep going forward. And you look at people who weather the storms. To say that there's going to be no storms, that's unrealistic. To say who buckles down and pushes through things and launches stuff and shows up and hangs around and is there alongside you. That's the people that you want to stand with. That's the people you want to succeed with. So when we see giveaways happen in the communities that we're a part of those communities too. And, you know, with the Den of Dragons project as well, that is another project that we're working with that you guys will talk about later. But I think you'll be very excited about that, but maybe we'll talk about that later. You know, when the giveaways happen, there's a winner, the community. We know the people. Someone wins, you're like, oh yeah, they won. That's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, I can't even get excited.
Yeah, like, and you're like, I can't enter. I can't win. I'm going to win vicariously through, you know, the friends I have in the community now.
Very true. So Matt, I'm glad you guys have this synergy here. I mean, I see the positivity, you know, the direct correlation of that through both of these projects. Yeah, but I want to go back to what I was just saying again about just being genuine. I mean, I'm trying to make a point. I mean, Mike, so you just as the artist and drawing, you could see the passion and your involvement, right? So dedication to it. It's not like you're going to do this and then, all right, let's do a whole nother NFT project. You're not going to just move on to the next thing, right?
I'll continue to do NFT projects, but they'll be for, I mean, so I'm working for TCG World, and I'm going to be coordinating some art for Starship, and I'm working for the Meta Bounty Hunters guys who just sold out last night, right? But when I enter into these contracts, I make it a point. It's like, look, this has to reflect back on the frat house. Whatever I do, it has to be something that's going to add value to the frat house. Right. So whether it's whitelisting, it's cross promoting, real partnerships, not just like, you know, you send me some NFTs, I'll send you some NFTs. We'll call it a partnership. It's like, that's not a partnership. Right. So yeah, I am doing other NFT projects, and down the road, I will be doing more for the frat house. And actually, I do want to announce something that I just decided to do last night. We're going to pause. I know Jordan's like, why are you announcing this? Because it's what I do.
I know it is, and I love you.
Yeah. So the Meta Bounty Hunters guys.
So this is the Matt version of Funky Monkey Frat House.
It's
so funny how the string is also like, so Matt's above Mike. It's the same concept. Matt always gives full material. He just talks about stuff. He makes it public.
Okay.
As long as there's no NDA or anything, you're good to go. Let it rip.
Don't talk him out of it. We want to hear this.
Yeah. So I'm talking to my devs right now, and I just confirmed that we're gonna do this. And so last night I was talking to the Meta Bounty Hunters guys. We have the Crypto Chads, which is another NFT project that we're gonna be giving away to everyone that owns a Funky Monkey. and it's got these random airdrops from launchpad projects, and it's a really, really great project. And I went to these guys because they went from zero media presence to just selling out last night about $17 million worth of NFTs in less than a month, right? And this is all from just great marketing. And I'm like, see, this is what I was talking about. This is why I'm partnering with you guys, because you need to teach me to market, or let me, piggyback your marketing team and figure this out. And so they got back to me and they're like, it's nearly impossible to take, because we have such a lot going on with the monkeys. You mint a monkey, you get a Chad, the Chad's free, but you can't just start promoting monkeys. So they wanted to do like a clean mint with the Chads and just from, market the crap out of that, but by selling the Chads. And I'm like, and we came to the conclusion that the only way to do this is by ending the monkey mint at a certain point and then selling. So everyone who mints a monkey still gets a Chad, but then we're going to sell a portion of the Chads as well. So if you mint a monkey, and here's the thing, we're at 1,950 monkeys right now. We're ending it at 2,000. So the last 50 you'll still get a free Chad. After that, when we mint the Chads, we're going to mint the Chads for a premium, because the bounty hunters.
Can you buy me one and I'll send you the money?
Jordan, you get on that.
I still got to learn how to buy a Ethereum NFT. I haven't done that yet.
We'll walk you through it. I helped Grandpa the other day, so
Yeah.
Okay.
So the meta bounty hunters were 0.65 ETH each, right? So the Chads, we haven't set a price point yet, but it's going to be more than 0.0777, right? And so this is there's 50 left. If anybody wants to go get them.
So
this is going
to clarify, the Greek life monkeys were going to be 8,000 mint. They're now going to be 1,000 of those.
Yes.
That whole mint right now is going to be, instead of being 8,000 monkeys, it's going to be 1,000. There are 50 left. You can go mint them at our website.
Yeah, and bringing this back to Starship, going from a full mint of 10,000 monkeys down to 3,000, because we still have the pirate parade that's going to come after this. That just more than tripled the amount of revenue from, I don't know if I can use the word revenue.
No,
from the Starship
Kyanite.
It goes to those monkeys. So,
oh wow, yeah, because they get a revenue from that. Okay.
They get revenue share from Starship. That's right.
Yeah, the whole Funky Monkey Frat collection, which was going to be 10,000, is going to split 25% of the Kyanite revenue. Now that's going to be a 3,000 collection that is going to be splitting 25% of the space station revenue. So yeah, if you want to get
to go figure out MetaMask,
I've only 50 left. There's 49 left. What's going on?
Yeah. So basically,
it's either his wife actually just went into labor, or he's minting an NFT. It's either one of those. That's it.
Either. I like the fact that the screen's now sideways rotate as well. It's like he's got to get out of there.
I'll boot him off for a bit. When he's back, I'll bring him on.
This is big news for our whole project. And Starship, we got monkeys all over the place that can give part of the Starship rev, and we're also going to be tying in activities and things around our space station that will also be of more benefit to people who are playing Starship, deploy Starship. So
so that info I'm just going to confirm with the Starship team. So the dates of everything, and then I'll put that in the description. I mean, this video, again, we're going to actually just talk about Starship Token Kyanite. So those that are joining and see the thumbnail and the title are probably wondering what's going on here. So
monkey business.
Monkey business.
Got it out. We're good. But I'll update all of that at the end of this video.
Yeah, just clarify with everybody why we're here. We have a Starship. Funky Monkey Frat House has the Funky Monkey Space Station, which, by the way, is going to have the absolute coolest graphics. Jason, I don't know what yours looks like, but I guarantee you mine's better. Because it's a lot of fun. I can't wait to reveal it. But
I haven't even seen mine yet. I didn't even know that I was getting one. I mean, Matt literally just said at the beginning of the screen. I was like, okay.
Well, I'll just say, this is a real serious, clean space station and whatnot. But bro, we're a frat house, So
I'll give you
we
credit
took
for
it.
that.
We took it all the way there.
Okay, you got to do that.
Yeah.
So one thing that's kind of cool. So just so you guys see this, I mean, I've interviewed, yeah, I would say 99%. It's always just been crypto projects. So I think you're one of the very first actual just NFT specific ones. But I'm starting to get into that category or that realm because I am always again about like the community. So it's just always interesting how the NFTs rally so much harder, like faster. It just grows much faster. And I actually see a lot of crypto projects now from like the back end, just talking like as an advisor, just basic communication, where some of them actually said, if we could go back in time, we should have actually gone with an NFT instead of tokens. It's a weird like dynamic and a weird shift. So
Yeah. Well, and a lot of
Well-
projects do both NFTs and tokens.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because they
Look at
missed
the
out,
project
but
one of
they're
these
trying
days.
to gain traction from that.
Well, it's interesting because when you think about it, one of the way that I've broken it down mentally, at least for me, is that a lot of, well, there was a lot of NFT projects that were just like, we're going to throw spaghetti against the wall with some weird image and we're going to try to make money on it. And then there's a lot of what we're seeing now and what I think of Funky Monkey Frat House as, which is projects with NFTs. These are projects that have vision. They have a purpose for being. They're trying to do stuff with the art, with the utility, and they have NFTs as a part of it. And the NFT is scarcity. And the NFT in this whole project represents intellectual property. And it represents this whole vision, which then can branch out into metaverse. It can branch out into tokens. It can branch out into all these different things. And so you have this whole network of metaverse, play to earn, different games. And then you have these different projects, this different intellectual property that can also network a community through it all. And it's this like fantastic, like symbiotic relationship. And
Well, we're
what a
seeing it
fascinating
with
time.
Starship too, to see the integration of their actual NFTs into their game.
Mm-hmm.
And just to say that they are live, that they actually made it work is huge in itself. An actual real live working blockchain game with NFT components. So maybe Starship, aside from the space station aspect, could include monkeys somehow within the game.
And we're
yeah.
Space
So
monkeys.
yes, we do have a plan where you guys could eventually. Now I don't want to put a time on it, but you could eventually create NFTs, and potentially we could have those mined out of planets if they were wax NFTs.
I like that.
was
So-
thinking about that earlier.
So if you don't know, you can actually mine gear out of planets. So that's a thing. I don't know how hard it is to add another item onto the spot, but I'm sure it couldn't be that difficult. Coming from a non-developer standpoint.
Yeah,
We
we
don't
throw
know.
out the ideas. Yeah,
Easy,
we
throw
could
it
do
in there.
that. Yeah, exactly. Just do that, then incorporate bonuses into the other game that you get from mining there, and yeah, this is just simple.
Yeah,
It's
and
so
Starship
easy.
is really ahead of the curve because I firmly believe within the next 5 to 10 years, man, no one is going to be making video games that are not NFT integrated.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean,
Yeah.
it's actually, it's happening now. We just don't know about it. I mean,
Yeah,
they're already developing
actually,
it.
Ben, who we were talking about earlier, he was a designer on a game that it's like they paused and then like integrated NFTs after they had been in production for like years on this game, and then they're like, oh, wait a second, and so they went back. I'm trying to remember the name of it. I actually went and bought one of the NFTs, because you have to buy one, and it's on Polygon in order to play the game, but it's like super cheap. So it's like $19. So it's like buying a game on Steam or something, but instead you're buying the NFT to get the game, and then there's other integrated NFTs in the game. So it's
Interesting.
yeah.
That's what Starship is doing. You guys have the requirement.
Basically,
You can
that's
get
what
Starship to play.
we're attempting, right? Because we have a game that was created before we existed, and now we're working on doing some integration. So,
Oh, you
yeah.
mean the new part of the game, the new
Yeah.
second game, whatever. And then like
Yeah.
that's cool, man, because we could you know do like various different games, but as long as they're all interconnected and the NFTs can transfer between projects and stuff, it's like you build out it's not just a game, it's a game ecosystem.
The expanded universe.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Matt, I mean, just again, we're just looking at the time. Question for you, Sexy Finance. So this is the exchange aspect. Do you guys plan on selling NFTs on that exchange or just purely crypto?
But that doesn't come until the end of the year.
Okay.
And I was just not going to mention it. I hoped I could slip that by you, but yeah, at some point NFTs will be available for sale on Sexy. So
Okay, I'm just thinking about it. I'm not saying if you're doing it or not. That's it. Okay.
So yeah, Sexy Finance is coming along very well too. We have a couple of partners we haven't announced yet. I'm not going to announce them yet until the contracts are finalized, but we also have a couple listings too. So.
So this is what we do. We put Matt on the show and then we just sit back. So similar to like with Mike, we just sit back and let them talk and then we just get the info out. That's how we get the real content. All right. Guys, I'm going to cut you short on this one. So Funky Monkey Frat House. I'm going to do some more research on that as well. But
There's only 40 left now, just so you know.
yes, Matt definitely bought some when he just left. The train went off. He's I
do need one though. If someone could buy one for me, and I'll send over the money.
He definitely.
We'll take care of you, Matt. Don't worry about it.
Thanks.
All right, guys. But thanks for joining again. Even if it was impulsive, I appreciate it. Again, I respect the fact that you guys are in it to educate. Just a similar conversation, and it's genuine. I love the art, also just in the background.
Thank you.
You know, it's not just another pixelated version or something. You know, it's unique in itself. And I'm excited to see how this connects with the Starship ecosystem and then your own ecosystem. That's what you guys are growing.
Yeah.
So Mike, Arajo, Matt, thanks for joining. I'm going to update all the descriptions, the thumbnail. We'll get it done.
Yeah. Can I just mention my YouTube channel?
Yeah, go for it.
So we do live drawing every Wednesday night at 7 o'clock Wednesday, 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And it's Blacklist Universe. Just easy enough to find out. Thank you.
And it's important,
I'll
guys.
go live when you're live, and we could do like a shared screen. I want to see
that'd be sweet.
How the process works. Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Real quick, Starship community, support our partners. They've been patient with us. They've supported us this entire time. Go check out their channels, which brings me to my next thing. Jason, you're going to drop their channels and links in the descriptions?
Yeah, okay. And I need I want to update with the correct dates with everything.
Did you want me to say what we're going to be giving away around our station, or should we just mention that another time?
No, we need that now.
Okay, well in that case, over the first several weeks, the first month of our station launch, we're going to be giving away planets to ships that are active around our station. So you mine around the frat, you end up maybe winning a planet. Now, the great thing about winning a planet is people who hold planets around our space station will have the potential chance to win a Greek life monkey. There's only 40 left, which will give you more share of the Kyanite our station collects. And at the end of the 3-week period, the final one is going to be a space monkey. So if you're holding a planet, by the end of all of that time, we're going to be drawing a planet from the planet pool numbers, and that person will win a space monkey. One space monkey shares 25% of the Kyanite that our station collects. There's only 200 space monkeys, 2 of which you can see behind Mike right now.
And I'll give you guys a mythic item to give away too.
Yes.
Keep building it up. All right. Also, for those that aren't familiar with Kyanite, I think it's like less than 500,000 market cap. Like it's like the gem of gems right now. So that needs its own video at this point. It's insane how low that actually went. So for those that are paying attention, realize how big Kyanite will ultimately become. I mean, this is go do your research.
Yeah, and the new features and additions, I think is going to help that out a lot. We'll see. But obviously mining has continued while we were fixing whatever we had to fix on the back end. So once that releases, I think we'll be back on the right trajectory.
And our marketing will start. Hasn't started yet.
Yes, we have a lot of people that we brought together, influencers, and they didn't have anything to market, so that's all going to pick up here soon.
So we could just keep it on, and then you guys just keep getting more info and more info. That's it. So
We're
for
done.
those
We're
that
done.
want more,
To, that,
I'm
to
gonna
this
put.
point,
I'm
that
gonna have
like,
the what? I'm gonna put all the social information below. So
you're
for those
going to
that want
go.
to ask questions, go into
This
their
is never
Discords and
ending.
Telegrams.
This is never
Guys
going to
that
end.
have
But
questions
I was
out
going to make the point
Frat
that
party.
the point I was making earlier about the influencers that are working with Starship, they are actually, this is their project, right? So like this is a genius kind of marketing thing, because when you have different influencers pushing all the same project, then that could be some phenomenal growth, you know.
Oh, it goes back to what you're saying. Influencers have more control over what they're involved with than
Right.
promoting other projects.
That's right. Genius.
Well, thank you,
guys,
guys.
we're gonna end there. But for those that want to know more, the links will be in the description. Give me some time to update it. We'll get there.
All
Maybe
right.
we'll join the frat house. I'll wear it for like an exclusive
Oh, yeah.
interview with you guys.
Thank you, Mike.
Thanks,
All right,
guys.